What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on NIO stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on the price chart and how we get there. Then we'll continue with the fundamental news and I will show you why this asset has this weird price action. And at the end of this video I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis, and I will show you what should we expect next and how we can handle the latest movement of this asset. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here, at this point, right after it had a bounce from 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level. It is a 50% retracement if I pull the Fibonacci retracement tool from this swing low to this swing high. And I've told you on my previous video that this is the first range where algo trades started to accumulate its position. Second one is definitely a golden pocket range. And my main assumption was that most likely we will see the next leg to the downside that will hit the golden pocket range and then we'll go higher. But also, I've told you, for those of you who were risky enough, that you can accumulate your position right here with the tight stop loss slightly below this bottom. And this movement to the upside had a very good potential because it could hit even the next range of resistance, and basically it hit it. And I have to say that I missed this movement because I didn't like this setup because of its high probability of movement to the downside. And it is totally okay when you miss some opportunities, because every day there are thousands of opportunities on the market, and definitely you cannot be in each and every trade with these opportunities. That's why the main goal is not to lose your money first of all and then gain some profits on your capital. So let me show you what was the reason of this movement to the upside. First of all, let me show you this news, why NIO and Lee shares are popping today. And this article was published on January 26th on Yahoo Finance. And here are several bullet points, and all of them describes the Tesla earnings report. And these two recent ones directly related to NIO and Li Auto. The commentary from Tesla led peers like NIO and Li Auto to trade higher in sympathy with Tesla's upbeat results. NIO shares traded higher by 2.75% at $11.96 on the last check Thursday. Li Auto shares traded higher by some percentage as well. So, according to this article, NIO is following the positive sentiment on Tesla stock. And let me show you that if I add the Tesla price action on this price chart, as you can see, we have quite similar movements, especially the latest one. And definitely Tesla is the leader on the market, on EV market right now, and I think it will be the leader for a very long time. And because of this, it has some advantage of first mover, and definitely all other EV manufacturers, and especially the price of stocks of EV manufacturers follows the Tesla stock price as well. So let me show you another news. Right here on cnvpost.com on January 28th we have this article that is titled NIO President reveals further details on sub-brand models, NIO Phone and more. And the subtitle is deliveries of vehicles under NIO's sub-brand codenamed ALPS are expected to begin in 2024, and the deliveries of the company's first phone model are expected to begin in the third quarter of this year. So definitely it is a good news. I don't want to dive deep into this article. I will put all the links in the description below, and you can read it by yourself. But in general, I have to admit that this is a quite good long-term catalyst for NIO stocks, but it cannot drive the price of NIO immediately higher. Let me show you that we have plenty of news on cnvpost.com, but I want to show you this one. On January 27th we have this article that Baillie Gifford adds 24 million shares of NIO, clears position in Li Auto in Q4. And Baillie Gifford is the biggest, one of the biggest shareholders of NIO. And let me show you the list of institutional investors on fintel.io. As you can see, Baillie Gifford now owns almost 8% of entire company, and they have 121 million shares, and previously they had only 88.85 million shares, so they increased their position by 36.57%. On top of this news, definitely this is a bullish news on NIO, because when major shareholder increases its position in the asset, definitely it shows that this shareholder believes, and because of this, definitely we might consider it as a long-term catalyst of this asset. On top of that, let me show you that Vanguard also added to its position, to its huge position, I have to say. It added about one of its branches added about 26.35%, and right now the total position is almost $500 million. They own about 38.6 million shares. On top of that, another branch also added 4.73%, but its position is not so high. It is about $2.68 million. And guys, I have to say that you have to be very cautious with this data, because let me show you right here. As you can see, reported value in thousands, and Vanguard follows this rule, because they own 38.6 million shares, which implies $493 million in value. But this company, M&J Investment Management, owns only 311.59 thousand shares. They also increased its position by 12.5%, but they own only $3,115,000 in value. But if you multiply it by 1,000, definitely they don't own $5 billion in value in this company. And that's why you have to be cautious if you rely on these data as one of the potential catalysts. So, and let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, previously, as you can see, I drew this line at roughly $12.95, and this asset is very technical because it hit this range twice. This is the first time, then it broke it to the upside, but had a very harsh rejection. And definitely this range is a real range of resistance. And let me show you one interesting pattern. If I connect these bottoms, basically these three bottoms, and project it as a parallel channel to this top, as you can see, we have very good confluence with this price action. Basically, we can assume that this parallel channel might work in the future as well, and we have several touches of the range of resistance and range of support. And how we can handle, how we can benefit from this price action. Definitely, as long as these ranges hold, we can assume that the price will be inside this channel, and depending on the range, depending on the price action around the range of resistance, we can make our decision to enter the position. At the upper resistance, we can enter the short position, short-term short position, because most likely without the breakout above this range we will go lower. And on the lower side, on the lower range of support, we can add our long position, because if this line holds, definitely we will see the bounce out of this range and we will go higher. But guys, don't get me wrong, the more touches of these ranges we have, the more likely these ranges will be broken. And that's why I highly recommend you not to enter your position based on this pattern more than 3 or 4 times, because on 4th or 5th attempt, most likely these ranges should be broken by the price, and that's why you cannot enter the position inside this channel. So I think from the technical standpoint that's it for now. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.